No, you don't. It's Sunday, and we're having a family dinner. All of us.
I gotta waste my time listening to this crap.
Showing his talent, Nicky switches to a fast rock and roll riff. He goes over to Lorenzo and smiles as he tunes up with a screeching sound directly into Lorenzo's ear. While pretending to wipe his face, Lorenzo gives Nicky the middle finger. Surprised, Nicky stops and Lorenzo grins. Exterior, Bronx Alley, later. Sirens, footsteps, running footsteps. A pair of black Converse sneakers pound the pavement along with heavy breathing. A shadow heads for the alley opening. Under a street lamp, a police car drives past the opening. Screech of brakes. In the light, the shadow is Lorenzo. He comes to a quick halt. The cop car reverses. Lorenzo runs down the street and ducks into an apartment building. Detective Nixon, 42, street smart, jumps out of the cop car and gives chase. Lorenzo comes out a back door, runs into a small backyard, and leaps over a fence. Nixon rushes to the fence. He sits on a garbage can wiping his forehead. Patrolman O'Hara, 30, runs up. Nixon points to the fence. O'Hara jumps up on a garbage can and leaps over the fence. Cut to. Suddenly, Lorenzo's grabbed by his collar, pulled down the basement steps. Interior, superintendent's room, night. Light goes on in Spiro's workroom, the building superintendent's room. Lorenzo turns as Nicky quickly locks the door. Both brothers smile, but footsteps are heard. The brothers look at each other, dead quiet. A jiggle on the door, a push, followed by the footsteps leaving. Lorenzo stuffs $20 in Nicky's shirt pocket. Nicky pulls it back out.
Where did you get this?
Who cares? It's yours for getting me out of this
No,
jam.
no. Keep it. I want no part of it, okay?
Come on, you earned it.
You know, you're a hypocrite.
A what?
A hypocrite. Hey, you're always telling me to stay out of trouble, and you're nothing but trouble. Okay? No, wise up, Lorenzo. Sooner or later, it's gonna catch up to you.
Okay, college boy. Why don't you do me a favor, okay? Go check and see if the coast is clear.
Nicky goes to the door.
Looks good.
Good. You take the street, I'll take the alley. And do me another favor. Be careful.
Lorenzo shoves half the money into Nicky's shirt pocket and darts out the door. Nicky goes up the basement steps, sees nothing, and starts walking. Suddenly, a large hand collars him from behind. Nixon. Interior, police station, later. O'Hara adjusts the light of a harsh-lit lamp into a worried Nicky's face. Nixon comes over and puts his foot up on the chair that Nicky sits on.
You're in a shitload of trouble, kid.
I didn't do anything.
Yeah, but you know who did.
What are you talking about?
All right, let me tell you what I do know. I got a guy who was robbed in your neighborhood by someone who fits your description.
Well, every kid in the neighborhood looks like me, so...
You and Lorenzo, right? Yeah, very few kids carry a $20 bill in their pocket.
I don't know what you're talking about.
You know, maybe I should be talking to your brother. You don't think I know it was him?
Cop number 1 opens the door. Nixon turns and is surprised to see Lorenzo standing
I'm
there.
here for my brother.
All right, look, get out of here, man.
Are you booking him?
Yeah.
You got anything on him yet?
Not yet?
Exactly. Let's go, Nicky.
Elizabeth and Spiro come storming in.
What are you doing with my Nicky? Why is he here?
Don't worry, Ma. I took care of it.
Go in. I know he's here for you. Don't worry. Not my Nicky. Never my Nicky. My Nicky is never in trouble. He shouldn't be here.
I have my money back?
All right, get him out of here.
O'Hara opens the door and Nicky snatches up the 20 as Elizabeth and Spiro escort him out. Nixon and Lorenzo's eyes meet as he trails his family out the door. Interior, Calavito's Italian bakery next day. Hard at work with lots of customers, Mr. Calavito, 65, and his workers smile when they see Nicky at the counter. Calavito hands Nicky a fresh loaf of bread. Bell rings. Customers stare at Bernice, black woman, 45, wearing a maid's outfit, as she eases her way to the front.
Excuse me, sir. Could you tell me where the bus is that's going to Van Cortlandt Park?
Yeah, you make a left at the door, and it's 2 blocks down.
She smiles and nods appreciatively. She points to a large loaf of bread on the rack.
Your bread smells so good. My children will love that one.
Calavito walks to the rack and pulls off the bread. A bell rings. 2 pair of highly polished shoes cross the threshold door. Calavito looks at the door, then turns back nervously to Bernice.
I'm sorry, miss, but my bread is only for regular customers.
I was just saying it smelled so good. I have money.
I already told you, it's only for regular customers.
Calavito puts the bread back on the rack. The woman is embarrassed. Suddenly, Nicky hands his loaf of bread to Bernice.
It's on me.
The woman smiles in deep gratitude, but Calavito's smile crumbles as she takes the bread. Customers begin to part and move out of the way as Frankie Danapi, 40, capo, struts up to the counter.
Mr. Calavito, you got Mr. Nardelli's order.
Calavito shifts nervously, putting Nardelli's order on the counter. Frankie pulls a huge wad of bills out of his pocket. As Nicky heads for the door, he is suddenly blocked by Gino Nardelli, 58, a powerful neighborhood mob boss. Nardelli veers him to the glass display, pointing out the luscious pastries, while keeping his cold eyes on Nicky.
So who is she to you?
She's nobody.
Why'd you give her your bread? Go get it back.
Sorry, I can't do that, Mr. Nardelli.
Frankie, go get the bread.
Frankie takes the bread away from a cautious Bernice. Nardelli clamps his hand down on Nicky's shoulder.
You know, Nicky, you have to realize that this neighborhood has entrusted me to keep it safe, watch over it. That goes for everybody else. I make sure all outsiders also respect it.
What did she do wrong, Mr. Nardelli?
It's not a matter of right or wrong. It's just a matter of respect. Some people never understand it, Nicky.
Mr. Nardelli leaves with Frankie as the customers hold their breath and stare at Nicky. Interior, Lopez Bodega, continuous. Lorenzo kisses the clerk, Selena Lopez, 18. Cute, sexy, she pushes him away, but with a wide smile.
Stop it. You know my family will kill me and you.
Oh, come on, baby, I miss you.
Yeah, you forgot one thing.
What's that?
Your girlfriend, Mary.
What girlfriend? All right, fine. She's nothing compared to you.
Exterior, Crotona Park, moments later. Nicky's right hand moves about a tree. Coming up behind him is Jenny Corbin, 16, sweet, pretty. She hugs him from the back.
Hey, what are you doing, Nicky?
Oh, wait. I got something for you. Hold on.
Well, hurry, because we're going to be late for the movie.
Nicky uses a knife on the tree.
Almost ready. Okay, all right. Now,
Carved in the tree is a heart with the initials NS and JC. Jenny beams as he pulls her in close.
Wow. That's going to be there forever.
that's the whole point.
Nicky caresses her face with a light stroke of his hand.
You know, Buster's having a big party tomorrow night. You want to go?
Of course. But what will I wear?
Exterior, Nicky's building, evening. By the front door, Nicky sweeps with a broom. Lorenzo leans against the building smoking a cigarette. Nicky sweeps the dirt off the stoop. From the basement steps emerges Spiro with a mop and a dustpan. He glares at Lorenzo.
What are you doing? Nothing as usual. Hey, take this dustpan and get to work.
Spiro goes into the building. Nicky smiles at Lorenzo. Lorenzo flicks his cigarette onto the stoop and hands the dustpan to Nicky.
Pop said pick that up.
What?
Hey, what the hell was that for?
For the police station.
You said the coast was clear, Nicky.
I would have taken the rap for you if I had to.
Really?
Of course, you're my brother. Now, wouldn't you? Like, well, you wouldn't do it for me?
Of course I would. I'm
Stop.
kidding
I
with
hate
you.
it when you do that. Oh. All right, you coming up for dinner?
At this point, Mary, 18, Lorenzo's girlfriend, walks up dressed to kill. Lorenzo quickly jumps off the stoop and gives her a big kiss. Mary is smitten.
Can pass up this Wondermobile? No way.
Hey, Mary.
Hi, Nicky. Lorenzo, you shouldn't be throwing your butts on the stoop.
Lorenzo picks up the butt and tosses it in the dustpan. Nicky smiles as he watches them walk down the street. Exterior, Bronx streets, evening. Lorenzo and Mary walk down the street arm in arm, enjoying each other's company. After a moment, Frankie pulls to the curb in his black Chevy. He calls out to Lorenzo.
Hey, Lorenzo,
Lorenzo motions for Mary to stay put and slowly walks up to the car. Tony Beans, 38, Frankie's sidekick, is in the passenger seat. As Lorenzo gets closer, Tony rolls down the window and spits. Lorenzo gives him a cross look.
Don't be looking at me, kid.
Well, look, Tony.